As a Meloam's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the lava is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis. I can only theorize, but I suspect your transformation...
I thought it was always agonizing, Omelium.
Well, yes, but that wasn't my point. No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. And even without the shield, the extraction would involve severe cranial trauma. It is not ideal. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination. A Nautiloid? Fascinating. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion. Of course, I am sorry, but I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind. A tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timusk, but be warned. In them, Timusks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mystra as a cleric. She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
May your travels be...
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
We'll be clearing out. You come across a noble stock mushroom about, you give it here. Gods know I've earned it. We've a shop on Boulder's Gate. The locals go mad for it.
My friend! Next time. More careful next time, for certain. Thank you for your help. I think Anyway, what were you saying? Noble stock. Yes, there it needs noble stock. Mushroom. Good stuff. And the ledge. Yes, I was on a ledge. Crumbled to bits. And I tumbled down. Mushroom. Powerful. Dirith wants it for a brew. She's very good, my Dirith. Very good at a brew. My words get away from me. The shop. Anything from... Can't be too careful in these parts. Paper bang's the least of it.
We'll be clearing out soon enough. You come across a noble stock mushroom about, you give it here. Gods know I've earned it.
Perhaps, but at such an accelerated rate.
Somehow you look worse than last I saw you.
It simply shouldn't be
Thanks, boss.
possible.
We'll be looking a lot worse if not for your friend.
Aye, same as us, I'd expect.
A little more rest and I'll...
Never thought I'd owe a bunch of mushrooms my life. Only wish the rest of my people were here.
We've had some rest. Maybe we can still go back for the others.
No, Lunkbug. Our work is bigger than any one of us. Even Walbert. Never thought I...
Nutrition.
A long way to go still.
No one back home will ever believe this. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Looks like the place the Dark Justicia's letter mentioned. But where's the stash? Left out in plain sight like that? No. The Harpers are too smart for that. no hesitation. What's that?
Mine? I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
I shouldn't be surprised, considering our history. And yet... nothing good happens in the Underdark. As you know, some of the Iron Hand gnomes, my friend Wulbrin among them, have been taken prisoner in Moonrise Towers. They're not even going after him. I wish I were surprised. And so, to Moonrise Towers I go. Their fight has little to do with freedom and everything to do with power. I told Wulbrin not to go near them. But did he listen? He did not. I don't have time for this. The Iron Hand gnomes might already have their hands on rune powder. Certainly not. In case you haven't been paying attention, my friend has been taken captive. He needs me. Ha! I was unlucky twice. The odds of it happening then again, a small rest. Fine. Show me where to go, and I'll try my luck. I'll have a better chance of rescuing Wulbrin if I'm at my best. And, thank you.
Yes, my friend?
I thank you for the invitation. Perfect for thinking. And I've been doing just that. It's about Wulbrin. We know he's been taken to Moonrise Towers, and we know the problem is this. A preponderance of evidence that I am a terrible adventurer. I'm not sure I should trust Wulbrin's fate to, well, me. You've done so much already. I'm hesitant to prevail upon you again. But I can't risk recapture. I barely escaped last time. You'd do it then. You'd look for him. That's very decent of you. Thank you. There's something else you should know. Something I can no longer ignore. I know you've learned about the gnome's pursuit of rune powder, but do you know what it truly is? Until very recently, I thought rune powder was a myth. A substance so powerful, the Iron Hand gnomes have proven the impossible. Rune powder is real. and they have it in their possession. Destruction. The only thing it's good for. But destruction of what? Well, I'm hoping Wulbren will be able to tell us. I shouldn't have let him drift away. Shouldn't have let that lot get their claws into him. Now more than ever, I need to find him. We need to find him. He's the only one I might be able to speak to sensibly. I haven't been there myself. The area around it, I did hear something interesting, though. There are shades that plague the path to the towers. Shades that fear not steel, but light. Dwergar, who mentioned it, sounded truly traumatized. It was almost amusing. I'd kiss you, but neither of us deserve that. Thank you. Like what? Alchemist, tinker, thank you for noticing. Thank you for agreeing to find Wulbren. Thank you for agreeing to... Thank you for agreeing to...
You wish to speak? Impressive. Most would quake at the mere thought of delving that far into the Underdark. What did you find? That sounds like what you need. But the next part of the journey mightn't be straightforward. Or safe. It may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely. But if you find any way to limit your exposure, seize it. With such stimulating company? Never better. You wish to speak?
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? Very well.
thank you for...
Blood hurts. Look, cut.
As the wound closes, the cub begins testing his weight on the leg.
Good. No hurt. Teeth. Claws. Bigger. Strong. Fight. Win. Kill? No. Strong. Show you.
The little beast's quite charming once you get accustomed to the smell of rotting flesh.
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
Since I last saw you. You've grown since I last saw you.
Mark and hard. Chicken? No, you not chicken. Home tastes good. Like friend. No eat friend. Fortune favors my belly. For there is no meat more succulent than a stranger's. Stranger, be you friend or food, the mark is her measure. Show is the brand of the absolute. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand, and you a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course. Indeed. How... Now speak, or go, before my cravings conquer me. I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only, gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. I simply look for marks. Gold is more than sufficient compensation. I follow the scents of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful. I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me. A brilliant notion, and a boon to my aching belly. We have a deal, my tasty kibble. Take my bone horn. One blow, and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. I will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
me something in this heap.
Curious.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Time to rest.
a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Go away!
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
Another muffled cry. The two inside are still in the throes of passion.
What the hell are you doing?
Ruined. Smash! Oh, smash you!
Hear another muffled cry. The two inside are still in the throes of passion.
What the hell are you doing?
Ruined. Smash! Oh, smash you!
curious.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. Oh yes, we enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the... Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted, I pleaded, swore my ambition was only to serve her better. But she only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to... We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite, and his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the greatest threat to our lives all this time!
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave and put as much distance between us as I can before the orb erupts. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
You'd even consider letting him stay. We must be rid of this menace.
I'm in two minds. And frankly, don't care a great deal. Either decision is fine by me.
Once I'd step out of the protective aura of the artifact, it wouldn't be long before the Absolute overtakes me. I'd never let that happen, so I'd aim for a swift end. I would consume some midnight tears and venture as deep into the Underdark as I possibly could, till they cloud my eyes forever. With a bit of luck, I'd manage to make it to a mind flare colony, so that when the orb erupts, one loud, last song of vengeance would reverberate through the dark. Wouldn't be a heroic end, but coarsely poetic enough in its justice. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Amicus animatis. Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. She'd eaten, feasted, and yet, looking into her eyes, you can see it wasn't enough. She's still hungry.
Come, see! My flesh becomes new flesh!
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones, and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You watch with cold realization. This isn't the end of one life, but the start of another. Gnolls, vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas.
No! Come closer! Feed the new flesh!
Bones snap as the hyena is hollowed from the inside out, forming a vessel for something new. Her belly splits like a rotten fruit, birthing a frenzy of claws and fangs.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Listen, I need to speak. It might just be about... You have to know what I am. I'm what... Such... She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. Oh, yes. We enjoy... You see, no matter how Mistra keeps us in... I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. But inconceivable. We come now to the crux of my folly. Very well. Once upon... I'll save his... You almost... The magic... Even the... She restored... What if? I thought... The answer was... I was certain I was mistaken. I obtained the fate... Here.
You feel the tap into the dark. You see inside there its teeth, its claws. It's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes...
This... As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough... I will... I don't know the exact level... I swear to you I wasn't. But I've... My chance... All of this. It must feel...
You'd even... I'm in two minds. And frankly, don't care a great deal. Either decision is fine by me.
Once I would... Wouldn't be a heroic end. That is... Truly... I thank you all. I stand... Now.
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Go away, or you will become new flesh! I will make you new flesh! Feed the beast! Feed the butcher! Your flesh will grow inside us! Better flesh! Thinking flesh! Give flesh! Now!
The creature's eyes roll back in its head. She'd eaten.
Come!
You hear what you watch. Gnolls. Vicious, monstrous humanoids
No!
Bones snap as the hyena, her belly splits.
I'll strike you down. Damn gnolls are everywhere. Look way to get Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Go away, or I will make you. Feed the beast, your flesh, give flesh. Now!
The creature's eyes, she'd eaten.
Come!
You hear what comes, you watch with cold gnolls. Vicious, monstrous humanoid.
No!
Bones snap as the hyena, her belly splits like a rotten
Vile beasts. Nothing good is born from a corpse.
Let's not stand around. It smells.
Stop me yet. specks of adamantine in this slag?